What is up today, ladies? Hope you're having a splendid one. I want to talk a little bit about self-help content and how it can just be a distraction, just like a sense of entertainment. It's like the feeling that you're not good enough is almost a little bit addicting. It's like, yeah, let me feel that. Let me feel how much better I can be. And let me feel useful by listening to this stuff. The thing is, there's a difference between listening to just random stuff that shows up on your feed and emotionally triggers you as a form of entertainment versus like identifying a real problem in your life and then going specifically on YouTube and searching something specifically, not necessarily YouTube, but somewhere that will solve the problem that's come up for you. There's a big difference. Because one form is like you're just ingesting content to like feed some sort of insecurity inside yourself. Like it's just addicting. And then another form is like you have a genuine urge to better yourself and you need to actually like figure out how to make that happen in your life. There's a difference. It's a huge difference. I think part of this problem is that when we get any sense of space, when we get a sense of lull in our day, we need to have a quick fix of entertainment. We can't handle boredom anymore. That's the problem. We can't handle boredom. Like we are meant to be bored. Seriously, like we are meant to sometimes almost kind of pull your hair out a little bit, just so that you do something that like you actually want to do. It's like a real feedback from your brain. It's like, it's not just cope. Cope is like you're doing all these things you don't want to do to survive, like this, you're some shitty job, you know, some shitty habits that you don't really even want to do. You just think you're supposed to do. And then the second that there's free time, instead of like allowing it to be free time and let your brain like decompress and process your life, you just can't handle that moment, and instead you ingest some sort of content that's emotionally provoking. And I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming like you specifically, the listener. I am guilty of this, and so is 99% of the world who have electronics at their fingertips. More and more these days, I'm just thinking like, man, no matter how your life is, even if your life is a piece of shit, like even if just nothing's going right, you don't know, you're just confused, you have no idea what to do with yourself, even if that's the case, it is so useful to just give yourself time to just sit with yourself with no expectations. Like the self-help even goes into the sitting time. It's like I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna just like release my emotions. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna meditate and I'm gonna just increase my focus capacity, because then when I'm not meditating I'll get more work done. There's something so powerful about finally just like allowing yourself to exist with no expectations of yourself. Even if it's for like 30 minutes. Even if the rest of your day is filth. If you give yourself just 30 minutes to it's like a practice of contentment. It's like We all are just searching for contentment, right? That's what we're all searching for. At the end of that rainbow of the struggle and the self-improvement is contentment. That's what we're looking for, well-being and contentment. But well-being and contentment is a skill. It's a skill that you can develop. It's like if you spend your whole life just like on a hamster wheel, you think that all of a sudden when you get off of it and you're at your destination, quote unquote, you're just gonna be able to appreciate that. What a joke, man. What a joke. So recently, like just from my own anecdote, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but just giving myself 30 minutes a day. And in those 30 minutes, I expect nothing of myself. I don't fight with life. I don't fight with what comes up. I don't expect myself to manifest or create anything in those moments. It's really a time where I just give it to myself. Like, I give myself the permission to exist for those 30 minutes without any expectation. And what a freeing thing that is. Man, even the spiritual search is a dopaminergic cesspool of chasing something. We use all these spiritual terms like the self, ego, all this stuff. But like, at some point you just see it, it's like, man, even that is not it. Even that is not gonna bring me contentment, searching for this thing. It's a skill. It's a skill that can be developed by continually just allowing yourself to be without any expectations. Nothing to fix, nothing to solve, nothing to be, you know? You don't have to be yourself. You don't have to, cultivate your consciousness. You don't have to even do that. And I feel like when you can actually do that without any motive, like if you listen to what I'm saying and you practice this, but there's a motive behind it, like, oh, I'm gonna become realized and I'm gonna understand myself better. Yes, that could be a fruit of doing this, but don't even expect that. Like, just give it to yourself for yourself as a gift. It is a gift. Peace is a gift. Peace is not something you need to cultivate so that later on you're more effective or anything. Peace in itself is such a blessing. Like, even if nothing else came of it, you didn't improve your life, even if it just didn't get you where you wanted, even if you're just still totally lost, there is nothing wrong or shameful with allowing yourself 30 minutes of peace in a day. There's not. And 30 minutes a day, how can you not find that? The only way you can't find that is because your mind is avoiding it. Your mind is saying, I don't want to sit with myself. I can't bear myself for 30 minutes. Let me ingest some content so that I can, make myself feel like I'm not good enough, because I love that feeling. I love that feeling. And as a side note, man, I've quit caffeine. Like, I am 2 months sober off caffeine, and fuck, man. highly recommended. Highly recommended, I'm telling you. This world itself is stressful enough when you have a chemical that literally stimulates your adrenal glands to produce cortisol and epinephrine, adrenaline. It's a fucking, man, what are we doing? Oh, and by the way, when your adrenal glands are producing adrenaline and cortisol, it also means they're not producing as much DHEA, which is a precursor hormone to all of your sex hormones. So your testosterone decreases, cortisol goes up. Not to mention sleep. Man, sleep. I just missed the parking spot. Sleep, man, gets improved like tenfold. It's crazy. I've been off 2 months. I actually look like 2 years younger. It's actually ridiculous. I do feel like a little bit retarded. Like, I feel like a slight bit retarded, like, because my brain hasn't adapted yet to the no caffeine. When you're addicted for, you know, like I was for like 10 years, then it takes a long time for your brain, like synapses, to, you know, like equilibrate back to normal. So you feel a little bit retarded off the bat. Like, you can't focus perfectly, but man, the sense of calm and just the sense of, like, I don't know, I feel like when you don't have an external source of, like, happiness, like dopamine, you can either be depressed or you can fulfill it for yourself by, like, working. And it almost makes it so that, like, you need to work on stuff you care about to feel the same way you did on caffeine. Like, I had 1 cup of coffee in the last 2 months, and that was about 3 weeks ago. And just as an experiment to see, like, what had happened over that, like, month. And I just felt this, like, angst in me, like this energy I didn't know what to do with. But then also I found myself just, like, doing things that I didn't care about, but just felt like so good. Like just scrolling Instagram or something and just feeling like amazing, like, yeah. But the reality was I wasn't doing anything useful that I cared about. It's not that it has to be useful. It's just that you care about it, you know? Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Hope you guys find some sort of contentment in any moment you remember to. And if you're thinking about quitting caffeine or never even thought about that option, that it's a problem, it's highly recommended by me. Highly recommended. Okay, guys. Hope you have a great day. Love you all.